Okay, g'day folks, we're here with Wiebe from plugmeinproject. So we've been hosting Wiebe for since he arrived in Australia, and today's the day he's about to head off. And and you've been interviewed by like a heap of famous YouTubers like Zach from Now You Know and Fully Charged Show, and they ask you questions about your trip, so I won't do too much of that. But I thought we'll have a little bit of a look at the car, because maybe people haven't had much of a look at the Blue Bandit.
Yeah.
So do you want to show us around the car a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, it's the Blue Bandit, and I think there's some detail which I'm very proud of is the logo in the front of the car, the Plug Me In logo. We just fitted that yesterday.
That was a great piece of work yesterday.
So the previous brand is not recognizable anymore, which is good, because they don't align with the ideas I have about electric vehicles. So this car is from 2009. Then it has been retrofitted. It was born as a petrol car, but yeah, converted into a fully electric car. So this thing you see in the front is the converter, and this is by AC propulsion. So this is a very infamous system, because this is kind of what changes all, and this has also been put inside of the EV1, the infamous EV1.
I was going to say, anyone who's seen Who Killed the Electric Car will recognise that piece of kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this the original gearbox is still inside.
Yep.
But I only have two options: either reverse or second gear. So always drive in second gear, which is a bit adjusted obviously. Motor is 150 kilowatts. It gives me about I think 150 or 200 horsepower. 200 horsepower, and a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour. So actually, since it's been electrified, the car only got better. It has a 37 kilowatt hours lithium-ion battery, which gives me a range of 200 to 250 kilometers. Yeah, what do you want to hear more?
Excellent. I think that's good. What about where your project's called Plug Me In?
Yeah.
Let's see where you plug it in.
Yeah, so that goes also where the hose, the petrol hose used to go in. There is the plug point, and here on the side you can see still the diesel vessel sticker. It's just, it uses the Type 2. Only if you zoom in, then you will see something odd.
I don't know if we're getting a focus on that, but I'll try with this.
So this is a female plug, where normally this is the male plug. So this is male, and here it's female. So my cable is female, while every other Type 2 cable is normally female-male. So I think this was kind of a Chinese plug, because it's an old car, and I think at that time they had any standardizations yet.
Yep.
So they choose for the opposite, the wrong way. And here it's only I can only AC charge, AC charging. There's no DC. So with AC it takes about 12 hours to fully charge a car. On a normal household socket, of course I can charge on a high voltage power, so 380 volt, 32 ampere, and the max is around 6 kilowatt.
Yep.
So then it takes about 4 hours or something to fully charge a car. This is the back.
And this is you ready to go.
So you can see I've got all cables for every different plug I have sorted out. And this box in the back of the car is also custom made, and inside there is the charger and part of the batteries.
Yep.
And there are more batteries underneath the car.
Okay, Wiebe, here we are inside the Blue Bandit, so take us through the car a little bit.
Yeah, so it's just like any other car. The only thing that has been changed is this display here in the middle. So here you can see all details about the battery. So here you see the percentage. You cannot see how much range there is. You need to calculate it yourself a little bit. So normally 1% is about 2.2 kilometers, depending on conditions outside, the road, the weather. So yeah, you learn like on the way like how the weather affects the range of your car. So here you can see how much you use in ampere and in kilowatt, and then the minimum voltage of the cells, the maximum temperature of the cells, and the temperature of the motor, and the PEU, which is the power electronic units, or that big metal toolbox which you just saw in front of the car. And there's also a menu that you can look into the cell details of the car. So you can, there are 100 cells, or actually 96 because I broke 4 in Indonesia. And so yeah, you can see all the cell details, so the temperature, minimum voltage, maximum voltage, stuff like that. And yeah.
And we only need to replace that logo in the middle of the steering wheel and you're finished, mate.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I should find a way to remove that. Yeah.
Okay, so you've been on the road for a few hundred days now. What's?
I think 830 something.
Wow. Okay, 830 something, and you know, you've obviously gone through a lot of countries, but today your adventure in Australia really starts. Are there any things that you're really looking forward to?
Yeah, everything. I mean, it always has been my goal for over 2 years to reach this country. So I'm still excited that I finally made it after the challenge I had, and basically a lot of fun also. But yeah, it was a long trip, and yeah, I'm looking forward to cross the outback. Been in Australia before, but stayed a bit in the city. So now, yeah, going where
get down the track a bit.
Yeah, and especially with an electric car, it will be adventurous because yeah, my range is just 200 kilometers, which is not that much for Australia. So it will be a long road trip. And I have also a lot of people already who offered me a place to stay, but I think over 300 already. But 99% of them live in the bigger cities. So at the moment, I'm really hoping to find people who live outside of the city who can either offer me a meal or a place to stay, or a socket to charge a car, because my next goal will be to drive to Perth, so that's over 4,000 kilometers. That way I only got 5 people who offered me something. So yeah, if you can offer me something, plugmeinproject.com, you can find a form and sign up.
Excellent. Yeah, look, I think that's the big thing. Like, you've got lots of people in the cities, but you've got a lot of distance in between cities. So any Aussies out there who sort of live off the beaten track or in between cities who can sign up, that'd be great. Just like a bed for the night, or a socket for you to charge your car, or a meal. Any of those things will be gratefully received, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And so it's plugmeinproject.com, and we'll put a link to that in the description here below.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Well, it's been brilliant for my family to host you for the last little while.
Yeah, for me too. It was super sweet that you let me stay such a long time, and I could do whatever I want and be so hospitable, and get me over my rice anxiety by only giving me hamburgers and fish and chips. So it was really good.
No worries at all, and we've learnt that you can cut up strawberries and put them on bread with sugar, and that apparently is a real meal. Yeah. All right, mate. Well, all the best for the rest of your journey, and hope Aussies help you out.